Good morning. This is Carter Conlon, and welcome to my morning. So my day is basically starting in the recording studio at our Bible school, Summit International School of Ministry. I do radio spots across the country and a few hundred radio stations that I don't really know the reach of these. I know that a lot of people possibly listen to them. And we can get overwhelmed in the time that we're living in now, you and I, we can get overwhelmed at thinking, God, the debauchery of the nation is so strong. I mean, realistically, if anybody who watched even part of the Super Bowl on last Sunday, and you begin to see just even the ads, how depraved we're becoming as a society. What people consider entertainment, which is just nothing more than, it looks like the Grand Central Station in Sodom and Gomorrah. That's all I can say. It's frightening in one sense, if you don't know Christ, to see what's actually happening in this world today. And so the thought comes to you and to me, what possible difference can my life make? It seems like the evil is coming in like a flood. It's a virtual tsunami of godlessness. And listen to what Isaiah says in Isaiah chapter 1, when the nation of Israel at the time, God's people at the time, were experiencing a similar declension to what we are experiencing today. In verse 7 of chapter 1, well, let me go back. He says, from the sole of the foot even to the head, there's no soundness, wounds and bruises and putrefying sores. Verse 7, he says, your country is desolate, your cities are burned with fire. Strangers devour your land in your presence. And we're finding out in our news media that there's a lot of foreign influence and foreign capital coming in to cause unrest in some of our cities in our time. And it is desolate, overthrown by strangers. The daughter of Zion is left as a booth in a vineyard, as a hut in a garden of cucumbers, as a besieged city. So that speaks about like those that are still true to faith, I guess as we call it, seem so small, like so insignificant. What kind of difference could our lives make? But look at verse 9 of chapter 1 of Isaiah. Unless the Lord of hosts had left to us a very small remnant, we would have become like Sodom and we would have been like Gomorrah. So here it is. There's a small group of people, a small witness, a small testimony, still standing for God and holding back the total debauchery of a society that happened as in the days of Sodom and Gomorrah, where God had no alternative but to judge that particular city at that time. I want to remind you of something, that when Abraham prayed for the sparing of Sodom, he got it down to 10 righteous people. Now we know that Lot was there, his wife and 2 daughters, so they would be considered righteous because Lot was. So they were only 6 people short of a mercy moment for Sodom and Gomorrah. I want you to think about that. Just 6 people. 6 people who maybe thought, I don't know, what difference can my life make? Look how dark and evil it's becoming, this society all around me. What difference can my life make? Well, if there had been 6 more people, there would have been a moment of mercy extended to that city, and we don't even know what the outcome of that would have been. But I'm convinced that those 6 were convinced that my life doesn't matter. But I'm telling you today, your life matters. The fact that you stand for God, the fact that you live a righteous life, the fact that you are just there in the midst of the debauchery that's coming upon the world as we know it today, holds back something of evil that I guess we won't fully understand until we get to heaven. So here I am on the radio. I don't know who listens to these, but I do know somebody does. Somebody in their kitchen, somebody in their car, somebody in their home, somebody in the office will be perhaps led to or inclined to pray because I'm making the choice to stand and let my voice be used as a plea from God that it's time to pray. And so we can make a difference. You can make a difference. You have a voice. You have a voice in your workplace, in your family, your community, your apartment building. Don't let your voice go silent. And make the choice to live for God. You don't have to be part of the debauchery. You don't have to yield to it. Your life matters. It was only a remnant, a small. Read it in the book of Isaiah, chapter 1, verse 9. Unless the Lord of hosts had left to us a very small remnant. In other words, there wasn't a lot of people. If it weren't for these people, just a very small group, we would have become like Sodom and be made like Gomorrah. Your life matters. Your life matters. Your life matters. This is Carter Conlon. And I'm hoping today that my morning will make your day. God bless you.